Hello and welcome to this lecture on aromaticity. This is the eighth lecture on GCOC, and this will be very fascinating because we will be entering into the basic concepts in aromatic chemistry. The flavor will be typical to aromatic compounds, aromatic species. Now, let's see, we know many things about benzene, how benzene is so stable, and the stability of benzene in a very ordinary way can be explained by its resonance. The unusual stability of benzene and the resonance energy is 36 kilocalories per mole cannot be explained only by resonance. You have to take the help of We have to take the help of molecular orbital theory to explain more clearly why benzene is so very stable, to the extent that, see, this is cyclohexene. The heat of hydrogenation is 28.6 kilocalories of energy is released per 1 mole of double bond. Now, if it is cyclohexadiene unconjugated, it will be almost the double. No resonance stabilization. But if it is a conjugated cyclohexadiene, it will be less than the double. The double mark is here, then this amount is the resonance energy of cyclohexadiene. But if you take cyclohexatriene, which is nothing but benzene, the expected value is the 3 times of this, 3 double bonds, 85.8. But actual heat of hydrogenation of benzene, when you convert it to cyclohexane, 49.8 kilocalories of heat is evolved. So this difference is huge, 36 kilocalories per mole of benzene, and that is called the resonance energy of benzene. Now, this high stability is not only due to resonance. Yes, for your stage you can manage by telling that due to resonance benzene is so very stable, but it's not the total explanation. Now, coming to know what are annulenes, let us have an idea. What are annulenes? Annulenes are cyclic compounds having alternate double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond. Alternate. For example, cyclobutadiene is a 4 annulene. This carbon number is given as a prefix. 4 annulene means it is cyclobutadiene. 6 annulene is nothing but benzene. 8 annulene is nothing but cyclooctatetraene. Cyclooctatetraene is 8 annulene. In all these cases, you will find alternate single bond, double bond. The double bonds alternate with single bonds. Now, these are called annulenes. In general, cyclic compounds containing alternate double bonds. Now, there are 3 types of annulenes: aromatic, anti-aromatic, non-aromatic. Aromatic compounds are very, very special. They are stable and less reactive than their acyclic analogues. For example, this is benzene is an aromatic annulene. Annulene can be aromatic, can be anti-aromatic, can be non-aromatic. So benzene is an aromatic annulene, and that is more stable, less reactive than its acyclic analog. Can you tell me what is the acyclic analog of benzene? It is hexa-1,3,5-triene, not cyclo. Cyclohexatriene is benzene. Hexa-1,3,5-triene. So the amount of heat evolved in only hexatriene, conjugated hexatriene, will be no doubt less than this, but it will not be this. It will be no doubt less than 3 times of ethylene or cyclohexene, but not at all, so much less, right? So, and the anti-aromatic compounds, anilines, are the opposite. They are less stable, more reactive than their acyclic analogues. For example, cyclobutadiene is anti-aromatic. Why? Because it is less stable, more reactive than its acyclic counterpart, analog, that is only buta-1,3-diene. This is conjugated. Cyclobutadiene, there is also alternate double bond, single bond, but this is much more unstable and highly reactive than butadiene. So aromatic, anti-aromatic just are the opposite. In between comes non-aromatic. Equally stable and equally reactive as their acyclic analogues. Cyclooctatetraene, cyclooctatetraene having 4 alternate double bonds is as much reactive, as much stable as their corresponding open chain analog. So, but since it is a cyclic aniline, we don't say that it is a cyclic. It is cyclic. That is why it is an aniline. But it is a non-aromatic aniline. This is anti-aromatic aniline. This is aromatic aniline. The one which is stable and less reactive is aromatic. The one which is more unstable, that means less stable and more reactive, is anti-aromatic. And equally stable, equally reactive with the acyclic counterpart. Same number of alternate double bonds will be there, but it is open chain, not cyclic. Then it is called non-aromatic. But remember that anilines are neutral compounds. They are carbocyclic rings. But aromatic, anti-aromatic, non-aromatic may not be restricted to only carbocyclic anilines. It may be heterocyclic, it may be ionic also. Positive ion, negative ions can also be anti-aromatic, can be aromatic, right? So now let us know the details by which we know a particular species, may it be an aniline or may it be a cyclic species, which is anti-aromatic, that is unstable, aromatic, very stable, or which is equally stable, that is non-aromatic. Now let us now know the unique features of aromatic species, aromatic compounds, aromatic species. Aromatic species, aromatic compounds, they do not undergo addition reactions easily. For example, you take cyclohexene. The moment you add bromine in carbon tetrachloride as solvent, the bromine gets added up instantaneously. In no time, the red color of bromine is discharged. But take benzene and add bromine in carbon tetrachloride. Nothing will happen. The red color won't discharge. So there is no point to have 3 double bonds. There are 3 double bonds, but still addition is not happening. That's why the 3 double bonds are not localized. They are delocalized due to resonance. Right? Rather, the aromatic compounds, they undergo substitution reaction, and that is called electrophilic substitution. We'll know about it later in a separate program. You follow me, you will find all these details will be broken up in small installments. For the beginners, particularly those who are really meritorious and beginner. Yes, no doubt a revisioner can benefit, but a beginner should definitely get immense benefit from our program. Now see, substitution reaction is very difficult in acyclic compounds. Well, there is a double bond, you bring about substitution, remove one hydrogen and put the other group is difficult. Rather addition is easy, but here the electrophilic substitution is easy. That means supposing benzene is treated with bromine, not in presence of carbon tetrachloride solvent, but in presence of another catalyst, Lewis acid, ferric bromide. Forget about it. Then one hydrogen will go from any of these 6 positions and bromine will come. This is a substitution reaction. Bromobenzene will be formed. So remember, aromatic compounds, they undergo easy substitution reaction, and that is electrophilic substitution. Forget. And the addition reactions are difficult. They do not undergo addition reactions easily. Right? That is the speciality, uniqueness of aromatic compounds. Now let us know the rules that can be applied to find out which species. I say species because it can be a neutral compound or it may be an ionic species. Which species are aromatics so that they are more stable, less reactive. The qualifications for a species to be aromatic are it should be cyclic. See, it should be cyclic. It should be planar or nearly planar. That means all the atoms in the ring are sp2 hybridized. And more importantly, it should contain 4n plus 2 number of conjugating pi electrons, where n is a whole number, 0, 1, 2, 3 and all. It's just a whole number. If you put n is equal to 0, then we get 2. If you put n is equal to 1, then 6. If you get n is equal to 2, then 10 and so on. In other words, the pi electrons should be delocalized over the continuous ring. The pi electrons should be delocalized over the continuous ring. That means every atom in the ring must have a non-hybridized p orbital for sidewise overlapping in both the sides. Conversely, every atom in the ring must be must be able to participate in resonance. Every atom in the ring that constitutes the aromatic species will take part in resonance. It will provide one unhybridized p orbital carrying one electron or even empty orbital to go for a cyclic conjugation, covering the entire continuous ring. Got it? Now, I'm showing the first example. Why these are called aromatic compounds? Because benzene is having a good smell. It is not a fragrance, but it's a acceptable good smell. Aroma means smell, good smell. That is why benzene and its derivatives were commonly called aromatic compounds. But later on, many compounds having similar properties as benzene joined in the fold of aromatic compounds, but they are not as good smelling as benzene and its related compounds. Therefore, smell is not the absolute criterion for aromatic compounds now. It should satisfy the Haeckel's rule of aromaticity. Then only it will be called an aromatic species. Now, benzene is a hybrid of two Kekule resonance structures, and this is the hybrid, where the bond order is 1.5, neither 2 nor 1, everywhere 1.5, that mere repetition. Bond length is only 1. Everywhere the bond length, carbon-carbon bond length is 1.39, not 1.33, a pure double bond, not 1.54, a pure single bond. It is in between. And the p orbitals, all of them in the upper part, supposing this is the plus part, they combine to form a ring. This is the delocalized ring. And in the lower part, the lower lobes, supposing negative sign of wave function, they combine to form a lower ring. So these are the two delocalized rings, one above, one below the benzene carbon skeleton, right? Now, in other words, aromatic rings contain odd number of conjugating pi electron pairs. Remember this trick. The number of conjugating pairs, I repeat pairs, is odd. 1, 3, 5, 7. One pair means 2 electrons. 3 pair means 6. 5 pairs means 10. 7 pairs means 14 and so on. So whether you remember 4n plus 2 pi conjugating pi electrons, or remember odd number of electron pairs, pi electron pairs, or you can remember 4n plus 2 pi electrons. So n is equal to 0, 2, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 1, 6, n is equal to 2, 10, n is equal to 3, 14 and so on. That means 1 pair, 3 pairs, 5 pairs, 7 pairs, and next one is 9, 18 pi electrons. Understood? That's easy. To go for an odd number of electron pairs entering into conjugation. Now let us take the example of the smallest, the tiniest aromatic species. It's not a neutral compound. The aromatic species is a carbocation. This is cyclopropenyl cation. We call it cyclopropenylium ion or cyclopropanium ion, and it's aromatic. The simplest aromatic species is this, because it has got 2 conjugating pi electron. This is an empty p orbital, provides the entire ring conjugation over the entire ring continuously. Here, this empty p orbital, this 1 electron p orbital, 1 electron, they go for a complete delocalization, forming one above the carbon skeleton, one ring, and below another ring, so that it is a delocalized electron cloud. And this is stable in the extent that cyclopropanium fluoroborate is stable in aqueous solution at low temperature. It is stable at low temperature because it is aromatic. But due to ring strain, 3-membered rings are very unstable because of ring strain. Because of that, it is stable only at sub-zero temperature, minus 20 degrees Celsius. It is stable. You can store it for as long time as possible. So this is the first aromatic species, wherein this whole number is 0. Let us not remember this 4n plus 2. Let us remember the odd number of electron pairs. Now let us go for 3 2s are 6 electrons. N is equal to 1. The classic example is benzene. The other ionic species is cyclopentadienide ion. Every carbon is bonded with one hydrogen, C5H5 minus. It's a carbanion. And this is a positive ion. This is cycloheptatrienyllium ion, very famously called tropylium ion. This is a carbocation, this is a carbanion. So, and this is a neutral compound. So very, very interestingly, we have 3 types of species: one neutral, one carbanion, an ion, one cation. All the 3 are aromatics. All of them have 6 conjugating pi electrons, 2 plus 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2, and here is an empty orbital. So the 7 orbitals are going for conjugation, but number of electrons is 6. 6 electrons with 7 p orbitals going to form a delocalized ring pattern, a ring, ring above the carbon skeleton, below the carbon skeleton. This is called tropylium ion. And all the carbon atoms are sp2 hybridized, even if this is a carbanion. You know that. Once it is a conjugating electron pair, it has to remain in a non-hybridized p orbital. Therefore, it has to be sp2 hybridized. Now, you can apply the VBT, valence bond theory, to draw 5 resonance structures of cyclopentadienide ion. Here, coming negative charge coming here, then allylic lone pair coming, the lone pair coming here, then allylic lone pair coming again here. So you find in all these, every carbon is getting minus charge. So in the hybrid, each carbon will be carrying identical charge, that is minus 1 by 5. And these are all equivalent RSS. And hence you get this as the hybrid. And this cyclopentadienide ion, being aromatic in nature, is less stable than benzene. Of course, benzene is more stable than this cyclopentadienide ion. I'm talking of the aromatic stability. Don't I'll tell you how the students get confused totally when they mix up things. Hold on. And this is non-aromatic. There is no cyclic conjugation here. This is the acyclic counterpart. Same ion. This is much less stable because there is no aromaticity. This is aromatic. This is aromatic. But this is much more stable. The resonance energy is 36. But here it is not as much stable as benzene. We'll talk about that later. Similarly, if you talk to now, see this cyclopentadiene, this is a neutral compound from which you get this aromatic species. This is not aromatic, this is non-aromatic. I will talk about that. But this is aromatic because there are 6 pi electrons conjugating pi electrons. Right? Now, cyclopentadiene, if you remember, in our previous video, cyclopentadiene has a very appreciable acid strength. pKa is 16, very close to that of water and alcohols. So if you treat it with a strong base like a alkoxide ion, you can immediately get the cyclopentadienide ion, which is aromatic. So the aqueous solution potassium cyclopentadienide is stable. You can store it. Hence, strong base can abstract a proton from this active position because this is acidic. pK value is quite significant, appreciable, as close to water and alcohols. So you can get this aromatic species, which is stabilized by a resonance of 5 equivalent RSS. Similarly, if you come to tropylium ion, C7H7, all the carbon atoms are bonded with one hydrogen. Now it can be prepared from the corresponding non-aromatic compound. This is not aromatic, this is the corresponding all. Cycloheptatrinol. Just by adding acid, say HCl, HBr, and lowering the pH less than 3, then you get stable tropylium bromide or tropylium chloride or tropylium fluoroborate. They are stable in aqueous solution because this is aromatic. This is non-aromatic because this is sp3 hybridized. This is sp2 and all the 7 orbitals enter into a delocalized ring conjugation covering the entire ring. And in the similar manner, you wrote 5 RSS for cyclopentadienide ion. Similarly, you can write 7 resonance structures for tropylium ion, where positive charge will definitely come to all positions. Therefore, the hybrid will carry +1 by 7 at all the carbon atoms, at each of the carbon atoms. And it is a delocalized pi electron system. We normally write, you put a circle inside the heptagon and then put a plus sign. That plus charge is shared between all the carbon atoms. They can, it is so easy to prepare tropylium ion because it is stable, that corresponding alcohol. The difference you understand, that cyclopentadiene is acidic. That is why it is easier to remove a proton. But this is not acidic, cycloheptatrine. It's not, I'm talking of alcohol. Cycloheptatrine, supposing, there are 2 hydrogen atoms and no positive charge. Cycloheptatrine. That is non-aromatic, sp3 hybridized. That is not acidic because its pKa, as I'll give you the data, is 38. Is even less than ammonia. So it's not acidic. Rather, it will lose H- ion to produce a carbocation. There it will lose a H plus ion to form a carbanion, and here it will be losing H minus ion to form a carbocation. That's the reason why, rather tropylium ion is acidic. We'll not talk about that. It is a Lewis acid. It will not immediately, it will abstract OH minus ion from water to produce this compound and H3O plus. So it's a weak acid, like acetic acid. But this is an acid, not cycloheptatrine with H no charge. We'll talk about that later. Hold on. You can store the salts, bromide salt, tropylium bromide or fluoroborate, as long as you like, aqueous solution. Now see, I have compared between these three ionic aromatic species. This is cyclopropanium ion is a carbocation, this is tropylium ion is a carbocation, and this is a negative ion carbanion, cyclopentadienide ion. All are aromatic. Right? Now the relative stability, many students that discuss about whether benzene is more stable or the tropylium ion is more stable. This is a very, very absurd question. How can you compare a neutral compound like benzene with a ionic species? What stability you are referring to? Is it a carbocation stability or a resonance stability? You can't get resonance energy as you were getting in benzene from the heat of hydrogenation data. So this compound cannot be hydrogenated and you can't get the data. Yes, carbocation stability can be assessed by hydride ion affinity values. Though those are different, comparing carbocations, that is different from comparing aromaticity. Now, I was really amazed to find in some Google search, some Quora discussion, that benzene is less stable than tropylium ion because benzene has 2 resonance structures while tropylium ion has 7 resonance structures. But unfortunately, you have to support it by the resonance energy data. There was no data given there, only in terms of resonance structures, the number of resonance. No. You cannot, I told you categorically that aromaticity is never explained only with the help of resonance. For students like your class, high school level, we only talk about resonance, but actually the stability is mostly explained by molecular orbital theory, not by counting the number of RSS. Tropylium ion doesn't undergo substitution as efficiently as benzene, nor it undergoes addition reaction as efficiently it undergoes addition reaction to some extent. So it is not as stable or as less reactive as benzene. Recent research has carried out has found the resonance energy of tropylium ion is only 20 kilocalories against benzene is 36. So in monocyclic ring, the king is benzene. Remember, the king is benzene among monocyclic ring. Yes, naphthalene, anthracene, as the number of fused benzene rings will be more, then the resonance energy will be more, no doubt about it. That has been found from the heat of hydrogenation data. But monocyclic rings like tropylium ion, cyclopropanium ion, cyclopentadienide ion, all of them are less stable and relatively more reactive than benzene. Although all are aromatics, they are more stable than the corresponding acyclic counterpart, but with benzene they do not stand anywhere in the competition. Remember this. But yes, since these two are cations, you can dare say that tropylium ion is more stable than cyclopropanium ion because it's a ring strain. Both are aromatic, no doubt. Ring strain makes it unstable. That's why you preserve this salt, this species at a much low temperature, minus 20 degrees Celsius. But here you can store it even at room temperature. These two are equally reactive, equally stable, more or less equally stable, and no research has revealed, this is a carbanion. How can are you comparing carbanion stability with carbocation stability? No. That is not possible. This is known from the pKa data of the corresponding conjugate acid, and this is known from the hydride ion affinity. The methods are different. Aromaticity has to be judged according to the resonance energy, and resonance energy in turn is obtained from heat of hydration data or some other data. So that is not, not literature is not very confident about the resonance energy. Resonance energy, I am not talking of any other thing. I am not talking of pKa. So these two 5-membered rings, 7-membered ring, they're equally stable as aromatic species, but they stand nowhere against the hero benzene. That's I have written here. Now let us try to identify some more monocyclic heteroaromatics, where one of the members of the ring may not be a carbon, may not be maybe nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur. For example, pyrrole. We are not talking pyrrole as a base. We are talking as an aromatic compound. Yes, 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 pi electron system. This lone pair is conjugating, so it is in an unhybridized p orbital, is sp2. Resonance energy is C. Compare with benzene. These have the data. Tropylium ion, cyclopentadienide ion, cyclopropanium ion, they do not have any resonance energy data. Yes, research is going on to find resonance energy, but it's not as confidently available, abundantly available in literature as you find in these cases. This is 15.8 is furan. Out of the two lone pairs, one is conjugating, delocalized, the other one is localized, present in a hybrid orbital. So also pyridine, this lone pair is localized, present in a hybrid orbital. These 6 electrons, these pi electrons, they enter into conjugation, not this lone pair is not counted. Similarly, like furan, thiophene, one lone pair is conjugating and the other one is localized. This and none of them exceeds benzene. 36 kilocalories, and the best among them is thiophene. Now coming to show you the resonance in pyrrole, which is the same as in these 5-membered rings, these 3. So delocalizing the lone pair, allylic lone pair, you find that you get negative charge in all the 4 positions, here, 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 here. So all the carbon atoms will be having a fractional negative charge, and nitrogen a fractional positive charge. Of course, not identical, because these contributing structures are not equivalent, because one of them is a nitrogen atom. This negative charge is farther away from nitrogen atom, this is closer. So we know from the rules whose contribution will be more. Therefore, I chose to write minus delta instead of writing minus 1 by 4. Got it? And here this is plus 1 and this is minus 1 by 4. It's not like that. Plus delta, and the sum of these minus deltas will be equal to this only plus 1 delta. I mean plus delta. Right? Because this is a neutral molecule. Now more about pyrrole we will not discuss. Pyridine, there are 5 resonance. Benzene like 2 and then ionic. Once we have, you can have pattern 2, pi bond between 2 different atoms. So plus minus is there, though contribution is less, but still we can draw. And again, this is allylic carbocation, pattern 1, again back to pavilion, this one. So altogether 5. So this ortho position with respect to nitrogen and para position will acquire plus delta. You see the meta positions, in no RS finds plus. So this is the situation. Interestingly, Pyridine is aromatic and pyridinium ion is also aromatic because the lone pair has no control or share on aromaticity. So if it remains or it goes away, doesn't matter. So both are aromatic compounds, a species. This is aromatic compound, this is aromatic species. It has its own partner, pyridinium chloride, pyridinium bromide, like that. Let us take some examples of 10 pi electron aromatics. That is n is equal to 2. So there are 5 pairs of conjugating pi electrons. This is naphthalene, 2 benzene rings fused. This is azulene, 7-membered with 5-membered fused. And this is cyclooctatetraenyl dianion. When -1 is there, -1 is there. So if you count 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So altogether 10 pi electrons entering into a ring conjugation. Aromatic. 10 means aromatic. So this is indole. 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 plus 2, 8 plus 2. This lone pair is conjugating. So here this is the elder brother of pyridine. One benzene ring, the other pyridine ring. So this is called quinoline. They're fused. So this lone pair is not at all conjugating. This is localized. So there is not taking part. So this is 2 plus 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2. Just like naphthalene, 10 pi electrons make it an aromatic compound. Similarly, we have, before going to the higher aromatics, let me show you the resonance structures, very important for higher level study, how to draw the resonance structures of naphthalene, right? Naphthalene has 3 RSS. How to write? Let me tell you the trick. One in which the pi bond will be between this 2, 3. The other one in this. The third one is in this. So you look to the vertical positions and put double bond in all the positions alternately. If you put a pi bond here, others are well defined. They are fixed. If you put a pi bond here, then you have to put a double bond here, then double bond here, double bond here. No way out. If you put a pi bond here, then one here, one here, one here, one here. If you put a double bond here, then just the opposite of this. Pi bond, pi bond, pi bond, pi bond. So remember, look to the vertical position, put the double bond in all the vertical positions one by one. The other double bonds will be self-explanatory. That's why in the hybrid you get rounded up, all the pi electrons are delocalized. Now interestingly, if you find the bond order, how to number the carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this is not counted. You jump from 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8, then 9, 10. Or you can start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or you can start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or you can start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever way. So if you look to 1, 2 position, 3, 4 position, 8, 7 position, 6, 8 position, they are equivalent. Why? Because the bond order, you can average them. 1, 2, this is one single bond, one double bond, one double bond. So total number of bonds is 2 plus 2 plus 1, 5. Contributors are 3. So 5 by 3 is the bond order for these bonds. This, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are equivalent, having bond order 5 by 3. Their bond length is little less because the bond order is more. While the rest, for example, this one, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4. The total number of bonds is 4, shared by 3 contributors. So 4 by 3 is the bond order for all these bonds. And here also, 1 plus 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1 plus 1, 4. In all the rest, the bond order is 4 by 3. So in naphthalene, you will find 2 types of bonds. Unlike benzene, where only one type of CC bond is there, 1.39. But in naphthalene, there are 2 CC bonds. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are of little shorter length, bond order is more. And the others have little longer length because the bond order is less. And And let us go to the 14 pi electron aromatics, where there are 7 pairs of conjugating pi electrons. N is equal to 3. So the commonest is anthracene, 3 benzene rings fused, phenanthrene, two of them fuse linearly, then in a non-linear manner. And there are 4 benzene rings fused in this fashion. Now, the interesting point in this compound, which is called pyrene, is you will be surprised that if you count 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 over 2, so it will be, you will find there are 16 pi electrons. How many pi bonds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 into 2, 16 pi electrons. But mind you, don't count this one. If you say 16, then as a ordinary student, lay student, you will call it anti-aromatic. Hold on, we'll talk about anti-aromatic soon. But it is not anti-aromatic. Pyrene is, confidently it is aromatic. So why? Because these 2 electrons, they do not take part in the delocalized. The delocalized pi electrons should be covering the entire whole cycle. A continuous cyclic ring it should be conjugating. But internal pi bonds, they do not remain conjugating with the external thing, so it's not counted. I will tell you in many occasions, in multi-ring systems, you will find some of the pi bonds, they do not remain in the loop. They are excluded, they are not counted. So it may be aromatic, it may be non-aromatic, anti-aromatic. But here in pyrene, this internal pi electron pair is not counted because it is localized. It is not taking part in the entire ring loop. So we count 14 pi electrons. The internal pi electrons are not counted. Only the peripheral pi electrons are counted. They are conjugating. The internal pi electrons are not delocalized over the continuous cycle. And another is 14 aniline. This is a very interesting compound where there are 7 pi bonds alternating conjugating positions. So this is also aromatic. The name is 14 aniline. If you do not know its specific name, simply express as aniline. Now, just I have given you how to draw a resonance structure in anthracene. Like naphthalene, you can draw in the similar trick. There are 4 resonance structures. You put the double bond in all the vertical positions. One here, the other double bonds will be self-explanatory. The other one here, the other one here, and the third one here. And all positions are now covered up. This position, and this position, this position. Then other double. Then you will find that the number them, you start either from here or here, or here or here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then jump to the third ring. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. These positions are not numbered. So this is the situation where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have greater bond order, 7 by 4. And others have lesser bond order, 5 by 4. So like naphthalene, anthracene also has 2 types of bond lengths. Its resonance energy is 83 kilocalories. Because there are 3 rings, And naphthalene, I forgot, it's 61. There are 2 benzene rings. Then other 18 pi electrons, 14 is gone. Then we enter into 7. This is 14, 7 pairs of pi electrons. This is 9 pairs of, when n is equal to 4. 4 4s are 16 plus 2, 18. 9 pairs of conjugating pi electrons. 18 aniline. See how funny the structure is. 18 aniline. There are 9 double bonds alternately. And this is 4 benzene rings fused in a linear manner. Tetracene. Now some other examples of aromatics. These are monocyclic. This is imidazole, where this lone pair is conjugating. 6 electrons. This is not counted. In this is pyrimidine, this lone pair is not counted. This lone pair is not counted. Only these 6 pi electrons. The lone pairs are not counted at all. And this is a plus charge provides a vacant p orbital, and 2 plus 2 plus 2, one of them lone pairs is counted, the other is not. Now exceptional aromatics, where this cyclopropenone, there is another resonance contribution. This is resonance. I must draw like this. This is a resonance contribution where this is more contributing because this is aromatic. This portion is aromatic, cyclopropenium ion. Because of that, we treat this as an aromatic compound. Similarly, cycloheptatrienone, you have another RS where plus minus, where this part, tropylium ion part, is aromatic. So this ketone is treated as aromatic. This is also sometimes called tropylium oxide. Sometimes it is called tropylium oxide. These are exceptionally aromatic. Now some other aromatics are coumarine. Coumarine, you draw the other RS where you find this like lapthanyl ring, 10 pi electrons. This is dominant contributor that makes coumarine aromatic. Similarly, this compound, you write another RS, lone pair comes here, this pair comes here, this pi bond is polarized and neutralize it, so it becomes a benzene like 6 pi electron system. So this is aromatic. Now see, this is a combination of 7-membered ring and 5-membered ring by a double bond. And our rules fail here because we have made it very candid that a carbon-carbon double bond cannot be polarized. But we polarize. How selfish we are. We polarize because by doing so, both the rings will acquire aromatic status. This will be cyclopentadienide ion, this is tropylium ion. Therefore, in this exceptional case, this pi bond gets polarized so that this contributes more. So for all practical purposes, this is also aromatic. Now see, this is a typical dianion, dication, plus plus. This is also 2 pi electron like cyclopropenium ion, aromatic. Tetramethyl cyclobute, 3 in 1 to bis ileum ion. Forget about. Now same thing. Now see, I have given example of aromatic. This is pyrrole, and once you remove the lone pair, it's not like pyridine. Pyridine lone pair was not involved, but pyrrole lone pair is involved. But pyrrolium salt, this is the pyrrolium salt, that is non-aromatic. Non-aromatic. Similarly, cyclopentadienide ion is aromatic, but its corresponding neutral compound, cyclopentadiene, it is non-aromatic because this is sp3. There are only 4 pi electrons, but that also will not be anti-aromatic, as we shall see later on. Now phenol is aromatic benzene ring, but this is non-aromatic, and because there is no 6 conjugating pi electrons. But obviously you can say this is the keto tautomer, the enol tautomer is phenol. This never exists. Pseudotropism, this doesn't exist, but for theoretical point of view, this is non-aromatic. Cyclopropenium ion is aromatic, but once you put 2 hydrogen atoms as neutral compound, cyclopropene is non-aromatic, right? Now I think we close here. We will split into 2 parts. One is aromaticity, which is, I think we have almost 1 hour. Then the rest 30 minutes or 40 minutes will be anti-aromatic and non-aromatic, and then we shall also take up in the next video to follow some molecular orbital approach. Just in a nutshell, I will tell you how MOT is more useful to explain the stability, not the resonance contributions, resonance structures alone. Bye-bye.